All right, so we have to get into this. Enough's enough. Are y'all trying to bully Caitlin Clark at this point? Y'all are running around acting like a bunch of bullies right now, and it is out of pocket. It's out of line. We have got to get into it. Chelsea Gray, Asia Wilson, Becky Hammond. It sounds like y'all threatening Caitlin Clark at All-Star Weekend. It sounds like a threat. Y'all trying to punk her. Y'all trying to bully. Oh, no, we gonna have us talk.
The sports establishment didn't just lose control of the game tonight. It suffered a complete and terrifying meltdown behind closed doors. In what can only be described as a historic, jaw-dropping display of talent, a single generational prodigy scored an unbelievable 14 points in under 2 minutes, completely dismantling her opponent's defense and leaving an entire stadium in absolute disbelief. But as the crowd erupted in celebration, the broadcast cameras missed the real battle unfolding inside the tunnel. Veteran superstars and league figures, unable to comprehend the sheer dominance they had just witnessed, completely lost their composure. What began as intense competitive frustration quickly escalated into a heated confrontation that has now sent shockwaves through the highest offices of Team USA and the WNBA. To understand the level of panic currently gripping the league, you have to revisit the exact moment that historic 2-minute scoring avalanche began. The game was tied. The atmosphere was suffocating. The opposing coaching staff had implemented a defensive strategy specifically designed to disrupt her rhythm. They trapped her at half court, forced her off her preferred spots, and attempted to create costly turnovers. But elite talent doesn't crumble under pressure. Instead of backing down, she stepped beyond the logo and unleashed a relentless barrage of ice-cold three-pointers, combined with miraculous full-court passes that dismantled a championship-caliber roster in a matter of seconds. The arena instantly transformed into a pressure cooker. Every possession felt like another dagger aimed directly at the heart of the old guard. The defense looked completely helpless. The opposing bench sat frozen in disbelief, while the crowd roared with an intensity rarely seen in modern sports. This wasn't simply a hot shooting streak or a series of fortunate bounces. It was a cold, calculated, and devastating display of tactical brilliance. She single-handedly turned a hard-fought battle into a dominant blowout, proving beyond any doubt that conventional defensive schemes are virtually useless against a player operating on an entirely different level.
To the black lesbians and Asia Wilson. Wow. Let's get right into it, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Before we get into this, folks, what's going on in the WNBA when it comes to fans talking shit, being mean, saying not nice things? It happens in all sports leagues. These women are just so emotional and so soft, they can't handle it. They've been begging for 30 years, I want attention, but only good attention. As soon as they get that attention, ooh, this is too much attention. Too many people are saying mean things. Too many people are calling me trash. Too many people are saying I can't make layups. Oh my gosh, that person called me a mean name. They're flipping out. They're going cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. And now they're saying, Kathy Engelbert, you have to do something. Pothole6627 is saying not nice things to me on Twitter. Kathy, say something, please. Oh no. Oh no. A random person. Oh, the horror. Chelsea Gray thinks that because she aired this person out, it's going to make people think twice.
But as the final buzzer echoed across the court and the broadcast anchors began wrapping up their standard post-game coverage, the Real story was only beginning behind the security doors. According to unfiltered reports emerging from the arena corridors, several top league veterans, consumed by professional jealousy and unable to accept being outplayed on live international television, cornered the superstar during the post-game walkout. Asia Wilson, visibly shaken and reportedly unable to contain her frustration, allegedly confronted her directly in the hallway with an aggressive warning asterisk, "We need to talk." The tension inside the narrow hallway was reportedly so intense that stadium security and venue personnel stepped in immediately to prevent the verbal confrontation from escalating further. What makes the situation even more alarming, according to these reports, is not simply the frustration of a defeated rival, but the alleged institutional response that followed. Rather than immediately working to de-escalate the confrontation, events reportedly continued to unfold behind the scenes, raising even more questions about what happened after the game. We had that conversation, so that's what we're going to do.
That ain't gonna happen.
That we love, that we work so hard to do, but it's just a certain division that needs to be brought to everyone's attention and understanding that, no, this is something that's been going on, and it's just getting to a point where it's like, all right, now enough is enough. I think there's
Enough is enough, man. Enough is enough, man. Yeah. Yeah, enough is enough.
a larger conversation that needs to be had that is really above us, and I think that is the part that we really need to get to. So hopefully at All-Star, we can have an opportunity and a conversation, because at this time, we something needs to change.
At All-Star, they want to have an opportunity and a conversation. That's what I was alluding to in the beginning. They're gonna walk into Caitlin Clark's room. They're gonna knock on the door. Caitlin Clark's gonna open the door to her hotel room. She's gonna peek through it, and there's gonna be that, that sliding thing on the door, and all there's gonna be is like the chain, and she's gonna peek through and say, "Oh shit!" She's gonna try to close the door, and then all the players at one time, Brittany Griner, Asia Wilson, they're all gonna just, "Oh, let me in. They're gonna bum rush her. They're gonna bum rush into that room, and they're gonna tie Caitlin Clark up to a chair. They're gonna tell Caitlin Clark, "You're not leaving this room until you come out and you denounce those pesky."
Reports further claimed that veteran coaching figures, including Becky Hammon, supported the confrontation and attempted to justify the aggressive pushback. Rather than emphasizing sportsmanship and professional composure, the leadership was portrayed as protecting the fragile egos of established stars who reportedly struggled to accept being overshadowed by a younger phenomenon. In this narrative, the carefully crafted image of professional unity, maintained for years through public relations efforts, collapsed in a matter of moments. It painted a picture of a culture driven by rivalry and resentment, where senior stars and long-standing gatekeepers were portrayed as believing they had the authority to decide who deserved to shine, who should remain in the background, and who would receive the spotlight. But history doesn't wait for permission, and true greatness cannot be confined by those determined to preserve the status quo. Exceptional talent has a way of reshaping the game on its own terms, regardless of who stands in its path.
Because at this time, we something needs to change. It's actually disgusting. So I'm glad that Chelsea had an opportunity to speak up and had an opportunity to show that what we...
It's interesting that you're the one saying it's disgusting, Asia, because your close people and your fans were the ones that were saying Nafisa Collier is not black enough because she dates a white man. Those were your fans. Your fans. So I hope when you want to have this talk in this meeting, you address your fans. Your fans when Nafisa Collier was winning the MVP race last year before she hurt her ankle. Your fans were blasting her, saying she's not black enough, she's dating a white man, and all of this stuff. Your fans was being racist. Your fans been online being racist toward Caitlin Clark. I hope you got something to say about your damn fans. I hope so.
We've been going through, and we're going to continue to go through until we have that conversation. So that's what we're going to do.
I mean, just any of that behavior is not acceptable, and we need more companies to step up and do what Hilton did. You're free to be a bigot and ignorant. You're also free to pay the consequences. And I think it's just a lot of times it's too easy to hide behind phones, and I'd rather people show up and be.
Okay, so she's saying she wants more people to do what Hilton did. Hilton fired the guy who said what he said to Chelsea Gray. How are you going to fire people? And that's fine with me. That's fine. Whatever. That's cool.
Let the weight of this moment sink in for the corporate executives in New York and the network producers holding multi-million-dollar broadcasting rights. According to reports, emergency administrative meetings continued late into the night as high-level officials scrambled to manage the growing media fallout. Rumors quickly began circulating that serious internal discussions were underway regarding national team rosters. Some reports even suggested that potential disciplinary measures or possible changes involving elite international squads such as Team USA were being discussed following the heated verbal confrontation. According to this narrative, league decision-makers found themselves in an increasingly difficult position. Public confidence in the carefully managed messaging had begun to erode, making it harder to control the conversation. For months, Mainstream sports media had characterized on-court aggression as little more than tough love or a standard part of rookie initiation. But many fans believed they were seeing something very different. They felt they could see through the public relations narrative and recognized what they viewed as clear double standards in the way players and incidents were being treated.
Off, man. Y'all claim y'all don't want fans, but y'all claim all her fans are racist, but y'all want to reap the benefits and collect more money from her fans, right? So which one is it? Y'all want to have your fucking cake and eat it too, and it's not going down. Like, stop it.
Been in touch with the league about this, and if so, have they offered their support?
I've talked to I think I just saw on my phone there's maybe a couple messages, but not directly, no. Silence is just agreement, or sometimes silence is that you just don't want to ruffle feathers, but then you're neglecting a certain population that's actually getting affected by it. So the ball is in their court. I've done my job. I will continue to do my job. My teammates will too. And it's all part of a bigger systemic racism issue that's how it shows up for us as Black athletes.
I don't think people quite understand that. I think they see us in uniforms and think, oh, you're just supposed to deal with it. Go for it. Absolutely not. We're still human. We are women that walk this world every single day, trying our best to get to the next level. So it's heartbreaking to see those things happen, but it's also heartwarming when you have a franchise that's behind you 100%.
Obviously, there's a lot of eyeballs on what we do now. But I'd rather shed light on cockroaches and let them scatter and get out. Old fans, new fans, there's just no place for it in women's basketball or in society in general. So
I agree. I'm not like once again, I'm not with racism. I'm not with people being a homophobe. I don't care what you're into. But at the end of the day, y'all are labeling an entire fan base racist. Bro, Chelsea Gray was getting crazy messages a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and there's plenty of comments showing the date where it had nothing to do with the Caitlin Clark or Indiana Fever game. And I think it's really, really shady and janky that y'all waited.
The public reaction to this All-Star Weekend controversy has been nothing short of explosive across social media and sports platforms. Fans have flooded comment sections, fueled trending discussions, and called for greater accountability from officials, referees, and league executives regarding how the situation was handled. Supporters argue that critics who spent the past year downplaying her accomplishments are running out of arguments. In their view, her impact on the game is undeniable. They point to the attention she commands, the records she continues to influence, and the passionate reaction she inspires throughout the basketball world. For many observers, this moment represents a major turning point for the sport. They believe a new era has arrived, one that cannot simply be ignored or explained away. While opinions may differ, fans continue to debate whether traditional media narratives accurately reflect what they are seeing on the court. Attendance numbers, television ratings, and fan engagement have all become central to that conversation. Whether you believe this controversy marks the beginning of a new chapter or simply another heated moment in the sport's evolution, one thing is clear: the debate is far from over. Asterisk, now it's your turn. Asterisk, what do you think about everything that unfolded during All-Star Weekend? Do you believe the league handled the situation appropriately? Or do you think changes are needed moving forward? Share your opinion in the comments below and join the discussion. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and share this video with fellow basketball fans so you never miss our next analysis.